Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy JunesEightyEIght bringing you the good, but also ugly. You know what, I'm representing the Eagles right here today. Let's get into today's video. Alright, I was really thinking about a Monday video. I really sat back and thought about this Monday video. I was trying to come up with something. I said, alright, I know what I'm going to do. I told myself, this is what we're going to talk about. What have you learned through this stuff we've been going through? You know what I mean? This whole pandemic. What have you learned either about yourself or about other things, whether it's stuff you just did not know or stuff you didn't know about yourself, about your spouse? Like, what have you learned? You know what I mean? Because I'm sitting back like, there's stuff that before all this happened, I was just out here working. I was out here doing my thing, you know, just out here grinding it out musically, like, you know. And now it's like, I've saved so much money, invested so much money in studio equipment, like I said in previous videos, studio equipment, and just stuff to make myself a better musician. I've learned more about myself. It's like, you gotta learn about it. You just can't waste your time and just like, yo, man, just twiddling your fingers like this, like wait for this shit to blow over, excuse my language. But I'm like, what have you learned about yourself? Like, you just don't want to be sitting back. Like, I'd rather you live and learn and just be out here just living. That's two different things. Living and learning and just living. Like, I'm just out here living from paycheck to paycheck, yada, yada, yada. But if you're living and learning, like, oh, I learned about it's like, people like, I learned about stock. I learned about fashion. I learned about creating a brand. Like, I always wanted to do this, and I finally got a chance to do it. Now, you know what I mean? Like, what have you learned about? What have you started that you didn't get to do? I've talked to a lot of people that have come out their shell, you know, that are taking leaps, doing stuff that they always wanted to do or were afraid to do. They're actually doing it now, and I see it, and I'm proud of them. You know who you are. But it's one of the things where my boy started a podcast, and my other homegirl, she's doing videos, and it's just like, people actually out here doing stuff. Like, yo, people just ain't talking no more. People actually doing it, and it bothers me because, not that part, but this part right here. Like, I used to kick it with some cats who that everything was a talking point. Like, I'm working on this. I'm working on that. Every time we talk, I'm working on this. I got a buddy right now that I ain't talked to in years, but every time we talk, he working on the same thing he said he working on the last time. Like, dude, when are you going to get this? Because some people just do it just to talk themselves up, to make it seem like they're doing something, but they're not really doing nothing. And like, oh yeah, I'm writing this project, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I got this coming up, I got this, I'm doing, but you never see anything. It's always something I'm doing. Like, dude, you've been saying this for the past, about now 10 years. We ain't seen an ounce of material. You know what I mean? We ain't seen a single shirt you've been saying you're going to start doing. We ain't seen nothing. You know what I mean? It's like, and I ain't going to hold you. I used to be that guy that used to talk a good game. Like, I used to talk. And then I just started doing. You know what I mean? I don't know whether it's the fear or whatever, but people just talk. You know what I mean? But my question is in this video, for the people that are watching, what have you learned from 2020 to 2021? 2019, the end of 2019, 2020 to 2021. What have you learned? Have you picked up a new skill, a new hobby? Have you improved in areas? Did you learn that language you always wanted to learn? Did you start that business that you've been saying you want to start? What have you done? What have you learned? Are you applying yourself to these things that you've been saying you want to do? You know, because I told my man Galaxy this the other, always, I said, yo, I say this on this channel all the time. You don't ever want to be that 30, 40, 50-year-old dude saying you wish you would have did it when you had a chance. Because that sucks. And it sucks to see, and I can speak on it because it sucks to see other people doing stuff and you're not. I used to be that guy. From 2014, I used to see all my friends doing music. All I was doing was putting together these shows, but I wanted to do music, but I was too scared to do it because I didn't think I had the talent enough to do it. But I did. You know what I mean? I took that chance. You know what I mean? I took that chance on myself and I did it. Now, and I learned a lot. And I surrounded myself by like-minded people that taught me stuff that I didn't know. You know? And then again, before I get out of here, in some instances, you got to be willing to learn. You know what I mean? My girl T hit me up, asked me questions about videos, about YouTube and Instagram. My boy Izzy, he asked me questions about podcasting and YouTube. And I tell people this, I didn't have Big Brother telling me the answers. I didn't have Big Brother telling me all the game that I should be doing, what I should and should not be doing, and how certain things. I just had to learn it on my own. So now I know these things. I can tell other people how to better themselves and teach them and let them use from my experience. You know what I mean? Because I've learned. I failed, and I've learned from failure what to do and what not to do. And I can say that now. So, in the comments, I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure you cop some 88th Avenue merch. Stream my music. Follow me on all social media platforms. Do that for your boy. And on top of that, in the comments, let me know what you have learned in 2021. All right, I'm out. Peace.